When people hear the word family size, they immediately associate it with food because they know it's going to be bigger and it's going to be more grandiose. And the 2024 Hyundai Palisade definitely embodies the best of family size. What is up, guys? It's me, Gary Car Guy, and today we are going over one of the hottest selling three-row SUVs in the market right now, which is the 2024 Palisade. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Just like most Hyundais, the Palisade hierarchy starts with the standard equipment, or the SE, and the Palisade SE comes with a lot of nice features. Beginning under the hood, you're going to find the beating heart of every Palisade is a V6 that produces 291 horsepower. Now, fuel efficiency on the all-wheel drive version is 19 miles per gallon in the city and 24 miles per gallon on the highway. But if you do not need the all-wheel drive, it actually gets bumped up to 26 miles per gallon. So if you are just looking for the longest range possible, front-wheel drive might be the way to go. Regardless of the powertrain, another bonus that you get with the Palisade and every other Hyundai is America's best warranty. 10 years or 100,000 miles of powertrain coverage, as well as 5 years or 60,000 miles of bumper-to-bumper coverage, and that also includes 5 years of roadside assistance as well. Now, the Palisade SE offers a tremendous amount of features that will surely make life easier. For example, the Smart Key allows for remote starting of the vehicle, which means you no longer have to leave the warmth of your house to warm up your vehicle. Another thing is the 12.3-inch navigation, so not only can you know where you're going, but with that massive touchscreen, you'll be able to easily see it as well. And since children and adults are more connected than ever, the Palisade SE also offers a built-in Wi-Fi hotspot. Moreover, since transporting people and or cargo demands a lot of roominess, the Palisade offers a total interior volume of 173 cubic feet, with 155 of those cubic feet being dedicated to passenger volume. Now, with all that space, some may wonder if it's a challenge to drive such a roomy vehicle on the road, and I would dare to say no, because the Palisade is surrounded by technology that will keep you as safe as possible. If we're talking about the front of the vehicle, the Palisade brings standard forward collision avoidance assist to help you brake in case of an emergency where you just don't have enough time to react. Watching the sides of the vehicle, you do have blind spot sensors that illuminate and beep if somebody happens to be in your blind spot while you're changing lanes. And if you're talking about the rear of the vehicle, not only do you have rear parking sensors that beep when you get close to an object, but you also have rear cross detection, so if somebody drives behind you while in reverse, you will be warned that they are there. Now, something universal about all Palisade SEs is that they are all 8-passenger, because as you can see in the picture right here, that second row has a bench seat. But what if you want a different seating configuration? Well, for that, all you have to do is upgrade to the Palisade SEL. Exterior-wise, the SE and SELs are very, very similar. They have the same grills, the same 18-inch rims, but a good salesperson will point out that only the SELs have the side rails on the roof. So if you happen to want a little bit more cargo room, you can opt to buy the roof cross rails. The SE, unfortunately, doesn't have that as a factory option. Now, this next feature not only distinguishes the SELs from the SEs, but the Palisade, because all Palisade SELs have the power opening and closing door with smart liftgate. That means instead of you having to kick your leg under the rear bumper, all you have to do is have the key in your pocket, walk up to the back of the car, and stand close to the bumper for a few seconds. Then automatically, the door will open. Now, I did mention that the SELs have a different seat layout than the SEs, and you can see that right here. The standard SEL is a 7-passenger with captain's chairs in the middle. Not only does it offer a pass-through to the third row, but many people seem to think it looks a little bit classier than the bench seat as well. And speaking of the third row, a lot of people seem to wonder if the third row is actually usable. Well, let me show you something.
Now, I can give you stats all day about how big the interior volume is of the Palisade, but I figured I'd just compare it to myself and show you personally, because I am 6'1" and I have a 32-inch inseam, which means I have kind of long legs. And every time I step on the scale, I get a little sad. But with that being said, I can hop in the back row of the Palisade, lock the middle row in place, and not only have enough room for my legs here, as you can see, but the person in front of me doesn't have to suffer because I have long legs either. So if you're looking for a third row SUV because you really need actual space, next time you go to a Hyundai dealership, pass on by, check out the Palisade for yourself.
Now, I haven't mentioned it yet, but you've probably noticed it by now, and that is another difference with the SEL are the seating surfaces. This is what Hyundai calls their H-Tech seats, which gives the look and feel of real leather without the higher cost of real leather. Plus, you have the added benefit of it being super easy to clean should a spill occur. Moving to the front, there are a few more notable upgrades. Now, unlike the SE models that only offer manually adjustable front seats, both front seats are heated and also powered on the SEL. The driver's seat is 8-way adjustable, but the real special part is that the passenger seat is also 8-way adjustable. Most manufacturers only allow the front passenger seat to move forward and backwards as well as have some recline, but they don't usually allow for vertical motion. Not the case with the SEL. Something else that should make owning the Palisade SEL very enjoyable is the addition of the wireless phone charger. Just place a compatible device on the charging pad and voila, your phone is juicing as you are scooting down the road. But here's a secret. The wireless charger is also where you place your phone for Digital Key 2. Digital Key 2 allows Android and also Apple phones to replace the physical key. So, if your key is ever lost or destroyed, you won't be stuck in the middle of nowhere or on the side of the road waiting for a tow truck to come and rescue you. You just use your phone and drive back home. And if you wanted to get really fancy, you can even share your digital key with friends or family so they could use their phone to drive your car for as long or as little as you allow them. The SEL is one of the most popular options in the Palisade range, but I'd like to show you what a more rugged Palisade could look like. Allow me to introduce you to the Palisade XRT. The XRT is one of the most visually distinct versions of the Palisade. For one, it's the first model to have all black 20-inch rims. The body also has some unique lower fascias on the front and also on the back bumper, as well as the doors having trim pieces on the lower parts to give that rugged look. Also, the XRT is the only Palisade to bring cross rails as standard equipment. Every other version of the Palisade, cross rails are an optional extra. Now, if sunroofs happen to be your thing, the XRT is a great place to start because it is the first Palisade to offer it from the factory. Now, that's if you want to let some light in. What happens if you want to keep some light out? Another great thing about the XRT is that it is the first model to bring rear window sunshades. So if you live in a state where the sun gets strong, like I do down here in Florida, all you have to do is raise the shades and enjoy your day.
And by the way, guys, if you happen to be shopping for one of these things and live in or around Orlando, I have $500 YouTube bonus plus all the other rebates and discounts I can give you. All you have to do is click the link below to set an appointment that says schedule with Miguel. That way I can guarantee that all your discounts come from me, so me and my team can hook you up with the best deal possible here in Orlando. But now that you know that, let's get back to the 24 Palisade.
Putting it into simple terms, the XRT is a rugged looking and blacked out SEL with the sunroof, bigger rims, and the same 7-passenger seating layout as the standard SEL. But from here, it's about to get a whole lot more interesting. Introducing the not so standard SEL with the premium package. Just as the name implies, the SEL with the premium package makes great strides into the world of luxury features and feelings. You'll notice that the wheels on the premium are still 20 inches but have a very different design to any of the prior versions. The premium still retains the parking sensors at the rear of the vehicle, but also gives some extra ones at the front, so that way no matter which orientation you prefer to park, you'll know exactly how much space you have to play with. The premium also sprouts a few extra cameras and incorporates it into its 360-degree parking system, so drivers can see exactly what's going on in their immediate area while on the hunt for that perfect parking spot. But wait, there's more. The gauges are also upgraded to a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. Not only can you see the speed and engine RPM, but when you put on your indicators, the cameras will give you a live stream of the blind spot area, so you can be ultra sure the coast is clear before changing lanes. The premium really does take care of the driver and passengers of the Palisade, because when you go premium, you also have the addition of memory seats. So you can actually have the Palisade memorize your preferred seating and mirror positions, so that way if you need to hit the road, you can minimize time readjusting everything. Some other comfort features include the addition of not just heat like you find in the SEL, but also ventilation. That means the front seats and also now the middle seats can warm up and cool down at the push of a button. Another thing that the occupants are going to enjoy about the Premium is the 12-speaker audio system from Harman Kardon. That means no matter what your taste in music is, the Palisade Premium will be able to help heighten and refine that musical experience. Oh, and let me not forget about something unique about the Premium package. The Premium package is the only model that gives you a choice between a 7-passenger seating configuration with your captain's chairs or an 8-passenger layout with the bench seat. So, if you like variety and comfort, you should definitely check out the Premium package. But what if you want to take the Premium experience to the next level? That's easy. All you have to do is upgrade into the Palisade Limited. To me, the Palisade Limited has been the Palisade to buy if you happen to be one of the people who like to live life on easy mode, because you have so many little details that make the biggest difference. For one, the Limited is the first Palisade to actually have the double sunroof with the electric sunshade at the back. So if you want to let all the light in, all you have to do is open that shade and there you go. Another great thing is that every single Palisade is third row, but Limited actually does have an electrified third row. So if you need to go from family hauling to cargo hauling and back, it is as simple as pushing a button. Now, another difference you'll notice is the design of the seats, and that is because the Limiteds have the leather trim seating surfaces to give a more upscale ambiance inside. Another feature included in the Limited is also the feature that makes life a little bit easier to deal with in the form of the full color heads-up display. It's almost like a hologram that you can see on the glass. So if you're in the driver's seat, you can see things like your vehicle speed, the speed limit on the road that you're driving on, and even navigation's directions, as well as a whole lot more without taking your eyes off the road. As you can see, the Limited offers many desirable features, which puts it on the higher end of the scale when it comes to refinement. But higher end does not mean highest end, and because of that, Hyundai created a version that tops even the Limited. It is called the Palisade Calligraphy. In fairness to the Limited, the Calligraphy is mainly just an appearance package, but nonetheless, the Calligraphy still takes the top spot as the most refined of the Palisades, and it does have some unique features that are not found even in the Limited. For example, only the Calligraphy will have this very dynamic and very fluid wheel design, making it look very upscale. Aside from the rims, a few more tweaks that they did to the exterior is the change in the grille and also in the front and rear bumpers that really have the Calligraphy stand apart from the previously mentioned models. Inside, you also have a few more upgrades. Most notably, you do have premium Nappa leather seats now in the Calligraphy, which also include pillow-type headrest if you look in the second row. It actually reminds me of the pillow-type headrest you get in the Genesis GV80 Signature. Another small but powerful change is the digital rear view mirror, so even if your Palisade Calligraphy is packed with people or cargo, the driver will still be able to see what is going on behind the vehicle as if they weren't even there. Another new thing for the 2024 model year is the inclusion of a special Calligraphy model called the Night Edition. It comes in all-wheel drive and only comes in one of two colors, Abyss Black or Hyper White. Now, both Calligraphies have the same functionalities, but of course, being the Night Edition, it has blacked out premium wheels, you have the blacked out grille, and inside the seating surfaces have been changed to the dark premium seating surfaces that you see before you. Luckily, whether you get a Calligraphy or Calligraphy Night Edition, remember, they will all have remote smart parking assist. So, if somebody happens to park a little too close to you, instead of trying to squeeze between two vehicles, all you have to do is let your Palisade move itself forward so that way you and your passengers can just easily hop in.
And so guys, those are some of the biggest differences with the 2024 Hyundai Palisade models. And no, I didn't talk about every single little detail because it would take way too long and I'm too far for that. But if you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And also, don't forget, leave me a few comments of what else you'd like to see. But till next time, I'm Garrett Car Guy, and I'll see you soon.